like nothing ever happened. We just sit there and chill, and then Sam got to run around getting ready for work. You know what we forgot to mention tonight? As everyone comes back on, we'll see the chats. We talk about it. Someone's leaving us 2 days. We'll talk about that.
What's up?
Someone's leaving us in 2 days. We'll figure out in a few minutes.
Yeah, very true.
Okay, so we've got some things lined up in the future. We don't have a mug table here because we have another at 6:30. The mugs will go live. It's been quite a while since we've had mugs on the show. They're set up in the gallery so our local customers can also enjoy them and see what's on the show. But tonight we've got a special little feature table. You guys want to go over that?
Yeah, we do. I'll give maybe people a couple more seconds to join back in, get everyone loaded up in here before we reveal this pretty cool upcoming thing. But yeah, we do have some mugs, individual mugs put on the website. They're going to be up for the whole month. Is that correct?
Yep, and people are back on. So much better. Scott says, good, Scott, because we really want you to be involved tonight. We know that's important that you're here.
All right. Beautiful. So we're loading back up. We're done. Beautiful piece. That's on the website. It's past 6:30, so that means the mugs are up and available, and that specific mug is on the Glass Academy page as well. It sounds like maybe your mic was off, or is your mic on?
No, my mic's on.
Okay.
Can't hear Michelle on YouTube. I need to speak louder. There it goes.
So we'll get that sorted out. But as people load up, we can look over the board one more time, and then I'll show them the products over here. We just did the warmer-upper. Up next, I know we got Bill and his wife watching here tonight. We're going to be making a recycled dragon mug. Chris is going to be doing it with a beautiful little thumb bit on there and the head of a dragon and possibly some wings. We're going to see kind of how it works. That's going to be with recycled and cobalt blue and the perch. And then we're going to be doing one on the show, one after the show, plant pots for Scott. First time we've done those on the Gathering Point in 156 shows. So that's going to be a blast. But take a look right here, Uncle Dennis. We got a brand new product reveal coming up. Now these guys are not for sale yet. We're going to be taking pre-orders next week, but we wanted to give you guys a taste of each of the 5 categories that we're going to be doing of these beautiful, brand new snails, folks. So you got Blossom, you got Mulch, we got Brook. This is that beautiful recycled blue we got going on right now. And just look at the way that guy is. That is the watery snail tribe.
So this is kind of like how we're going to do this like we did the gnomes, right?
Yep.
So we're going to do next week. These will all be available for pre-order. We'll have them in sections. You can pick which section you want, and we'll know exactly which one to make the most of. And then you're going to get a special code. When you pre-order, you're going to get a special code to pick from your section.
That's
We
right.
did this with the gnomes, and it was super successful. And so we're going to do it with the snails.
So start thinking about what you're drawn to, what you guys like. Fantasy's gonna be total swirling action like this. You got the herbivores are all green. They're gonna have green textures on them, and they're definitely gonna look like they belong on fern leaves. You got the oceanic brook tribe. These guys are straight out of the water. They could be sea, they could be fresh water. You never know what they're blue.
But they're
And you
living by
got
the water.
the mulch naturals. These guys are the snails that you all are used to seeing around your home and when it's
And
raining.
If you come and take a spirella mushroom class, you can put your mushroom right by the snail.
Oh yeah. Look at that guy's deal there. There's a lot of pieces that are going to work off each other. And then you got the blossom. These are going to be our bright colors. These are going to be the totally popping flower colors, blossom colors. And they're all going to be totally one of a kind and super unique. So let us know what you're thinking about those on the chat, folks.
Everyone likes them.
We
They're
got some
adorable.
love.
I like Brooke. Cuteness overload. Love them all.
Beautiful. So that's the plan, folks. We got Chris getting ready to go. What are you thinking about this dragon mug? Getting some tools up. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the mug body. Then I'm going to have you hold it, and then I'm going to make the dragon body
and we'll put it on. You'll hold the piece, I'll lay it on, and I'll have you use the handle tool to keep the handle. But the way I'm thinking is, I'm gonna shape a bit like this, Jake. This is the blowpipe, or the punty. There's gonna be a neck there, then it's gonna be like this. I'm gonna pull this out really long. This is all gonna be optically twisted.
Right.
And this is gonna be the tail. I'm gonna bring that over and lay the tail on and have it like that. And then I'm gonna attach this part right about right here, right down here, so the chubby's the belly.
Right.
And the belly comes up and pulls up, and then I'm gonna bend that around and have this part right here
For the head.
for the head, and then we'll add the mouth and lips on and some bits up here, and then we'll see if we can't add some wings on there.
That sounds pretty darn good, Bill. You're getting the hook up. If I remember correctly, I know you've been wanting to get this for a while, but was it a birthday piece? Is this a birthday mug, or is this just the right time of the year for a Renaissance mug?
Well, let us
Remind
know
me.
if you're watching, Bill. Hopefully you are.
He's watching. He watches every week.
So I wanted to see. He's gonna tell us.
Oh, yeah. Jeremiah in the house, Joyce, Janet, Carol, Scott. Folks, I hope you're all doing amazing. It's been a pretty beautiful week around here, getting things organized. As always, there's a million things going on, and it feels good to just be taking small steps each day, figuring out what we want to do. It's kind of how it goes around here in a shop like this. So Chris is going for the recycle right now. He's got a big old gather. That's going to be the body of the mug. It's very important to have that thickness correct, because if you're going for a large mug and you got not enough glass, it's going to cause issues big time. Oh yes, it is for Bill's birthday, folks. Guys, show him some love in the chat. Show Bill a little birthday love. It's a beautiful thing. I will reiterate, Bill, you've got the recycled glass in the most beautiful time we've had for recycled glass in quite a while. I'm going to pull out this Brook snail and show you one more time with the white behind it. Look at the color. Let's take it over to the right a little bit. Look at the color of that blue.
The dragon's
Absolutely
purple
popping.
on this?
The dragon is the perch. I got the size 1 out, but we can pull out of something different if you like.
You're talking about, so we're going to be using it with clear crystal, or we're going to be using it on the recycle?
The dragon can be clear, yeah.
All
You want something other than the size 1 out?
right. One's fine.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. I'd love to hop on the camera too whenever break time is. Folks, you guys know, you may have seen Uncle Dennis working the camera before. He's doing an amazing job out here. Camera extraordinaire. He's been filming for a long time, as long as I can remember, knowing Uncle Dennis growing up.
You think you might have been filming stuff before you were born,
I
Jake?
think he might have. I think there's videos of me when I was real tiny of Uncle Dennis with the camera.
Below? Good.
It's called the Fermi 2 shape, folks. They named this the Fermi 2 quite a while back. A couple nuclear power plants in Ohio.
Below lightly? Good. So I'm just heating up the bottom now. I want to get a nice defined sharp bottom on this. So I'm going to have Jake cap it while I'm using the Taglia or the paddle to flatten this up, so I'm preparing it for the foot. All right, cap it. Cap it again.
So I'm trapping the air in there so it doesn't just indent as he squishes up the bottom. He's going for a nice tight edge on it. That's about all he can do. That was 30 seconds of working time, folks. The thinner the glass gets, quicker it's gonna cool.
All right. How about a foot, Jake?
All right.
That sure is some gorgeous looking recycled glass. Got a real lot of that nice blue in there, you guys. Real sharp. Well, it's still a little cold here. I think it was like 20-something degrees this morning when we got up, but it was sunny. It makes a huge difference. Getting that sun makes you feel great.
That sun is so nice. That's one of my favorite things in the world, waking up in the morning and having sun blast through your windows and hit you while you're reading emails or whatever it is, stretching out.
Just waking up.
Just waking up. And honestly, it is one of my favorite things in the world. Morning sunlight. Nice. That's crispy clean right there. You see how smooth Chris is when he's doing that. There's no forcefulness in anything he's doing, and I've been saying that a lot. I've been teaching classes, quite a few of the past weekends here at the Glass Academy. And whenever I'm talking to people about glass and the way it moves and what to do with it and how it goes, you're always just guiding the glass along in its process. And Chris just made that look real easy. You don't want to look like you're doing anything, that you're putting any effort into anything you're doing. Just letting the glass take its shape, and it always turns out that much more beautiful and natural looking when you do that kind of move.
The old Italian master once said, don't force the glass to do anything. Just help it along its own path, which is pretty true. Little air when we're going to punny it up on there.
You ready on this, Juan?
Yep.
And you got to think about the blue being a little deceiving with the color. It always seems to glow a little bit longer than the clear does. So if that was clear on the end of that punny, I would think it'd be screaming hot. But Chris knew that it was recycled and it was going on just at the right temp. You see that blue really well with the hole behind it. Love that shape.
So I'm basically making a specific shape, which is going to be the canvas to receive the dragon on it.
What's that now?
I was just talking about the shape of the mug, and basically then we're going to be adding the dragon onto the mug.
I see. Well, taking a look at the chat here, folks. If you got questions, let us know. John's saying there's a winter weather advisory for southeast Michigan tonight. Ice storm on its way.
Ice storm.
All right. Isn't it like the first day of April or something?
Yeah. No, but
Ice storm.
it's still going to be just fine. Everyone's going to be just fine. How about a paddle?
Carlin, what's happening? Watching on the YT, the YouTube. Shouts out. Starting to flare that open. That's a beautiful shape. I'm still not 100% on my setups for the Fermi shape, so I was really watching what he was doing and how he made it happen, and that shape is correct, as they say. And the people that say that are me.
Well, there you go, my friend.
All right, I'm on babysitting duty. I'm not getting paid 25 bucks an hour, but I'll still do it.
The babysitters get paid $25 an hour?
At least, I think,
If
in
you
today's
had, like,
day and age.
4 of them, but not one.
One. I don't know. Let's hear it. Does anybody know? Anybody got children out there? None of our staff do. But I've heard that babysitter wage is going up.
Gabby agrees. She thinks babysitters should get paid 20 bucks an hour.
I mean, hey, if I had someone watching my child, I would be paying them more than someone to cut my lawn.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But regardless.
So this is kind of interesting. You want to hear some news?
News?
So we thought we might try to set a new world record.
Oh?
And so we reached out to the Guinness Book of World Records and said, hey, we're interested. And they're like, yeah, that's a great idea. We could do that. The base price to have us come out is 15 grand.
We have to pay them?
Yes.
Whoa. To be in the world.
It's not nothing to joke about. You're going to be a Guinness World Record holder.
So you're paying to get in there.
And who became the Guinness? How did they make the Book of World Records?
I don't know. Maybe we should just do the record on our own. Like, you know, if we did it,
We could call
do
it
it.
the,
we make it up.
Dennis, you got to stay over, like, don't come past here if you can help it. Because you're getting in the wrong area.
Yeah, so that kind of blew my mind. It never even occurred to me. But I mean, I guess that's how they make their money. I don't know.
I guess they do, but it's not, I mean, do they have marketing? I feel like all they do is just make a book.
And
Right.
they have a store, Guinness Book of World, or Ripley's, believe it or not. I don't know.
Whipley?
Ripley.
John Whipley?
So that kind of crashes that idea.
Well,
We'd have to like upsell.
you need a
and-
sponsor.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's how you do it.
Yeah, you get a sponsor.
Does anyone out there want to sponsor us?
Who's willing to sponsor us? $15K to get in the Book of World Records.
Yep, we're not going to tell you the idea yet. But
What if
let's
we just, in
say-
retaliation, we just call it the Book of World Records instead of the Guinness Book of World
Right,
Records?
just like a Book of World Records.
The book.
We create our own book.
It was a really cool idea, and we still could do it. We were going to have everybody, maybe it'd be like $5 to be involved, and we'd get 100, maybe 200 people, customers lined up to be a part of the longest glass-blowing class
Well, I
in
wasn't going to
history.
tell them the idea.
Oh. Well, we don't know about anything about that.
Yeah, we could still do it.
Yeah, that's what Pam said. Just do the feat and call it what you want to. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, it'd still be a lot of fun. It's for anyone who's ever been by the Glass Academy.
Anyway, I think now's definitely focus time because we got...
You gotta focus.
I gotta focus. I'm on babysitting duty, and Chris is shaping up the first dragon we've put on a mug since probably
The
a
fall.
couple of years or something. I don't know. I don't remember the last time he put a dragon on a piece. So he's got a beautiful optic twist. That's the deep perk. That's the head. He just sculpted into it. This is very similar to the way we've been prototyping our snake design. The Nordine Book of World Records. It's kind of what we got going on the GA Champions Cup.
Right.
But you got to sign your own name on it this time, pal.
Why?
I don't know, I was just salty about that raindrop win. All right, he's got a beautiful
You're gonna have to probably get a good flash on that and then sit down.
This is the one?
It's gonna be close.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the whole thing hot first and then I'll let you get good flash.
Okay. So I'm giving it one final flash, so we got enough time, enough energy.
Nice hot, nice and hot. Beautiful.
This thing's glowing all the way over, just starting to move again, so we want to make sure I'm keeping it straight as possible. And this is going to be, I'm sitting in the bench, right?
I don't know if this is gonna be the right shape. It might not even pull out correctly, so we'll see.
Well, let's take a look. I'll take a quick flash as you're pulling it out.
I don't think so. Maybe though, let's see.
Just cut that ball off. Yeah. Yeah.
Get it nice and hot.
Welcome to the gathering point. For those of you just joining us, we're doing a dragon mug. We got the parts put together. And let's see what we got here. It's looking pretty dragon-esque to me. Little copper pipe. We were working on some snakes too. This really has that movement.
Big time.
This is our recycled glue from the furnace. Chris is using a torch.
Going for the neck. He's going to give that head a little bit of a bend downward. There it is.
Here it is.
Want to flash this, Jake?
Yep.
By flashing it, Jake has the piece. Chris gets a minute to think about next steps, what he wants to do, what tools he needs. And back to the glass filler's bench. It's pretty cool. That's going to fit really nice on your hand. That's a really nice handle. Got the twist in it.
Nice.
Little
That's
use of a
cool.
torch.
Man, the color twist down in the tail is super tight. It's probably not the most visible on the camera right now, but that twist is looking gorgeous.
All right, I'm gonna need some bits for the face crystal.
Okay.
We just get this on center and then we're gonna go for it.
So we got the body on there. Now we're going to shape up the head a little bit, and then eventually he's going to put a couple wings that go on the side of the mug. It's pretty hardcore. Yeah, it's a one-of-a-kind handle, you guys.
All right, Jake. Bringing me a small little bit for the face.
Okay. Coming at you. How's that? Right on the schnoz. While it's hot, he's gonna sculpt it up into something incredible. He's got his little tweezers. Oh boy. Flaming jowls.
Okay, get this back on center.
Sweet.
All right, I'm gonna need a couple of little bits we're gonna put on either side of the head,
Okay.
and a little mane on the top too.
Okay.
Watch yourself with that torch, Dennis. You gotta be careful.
About the same size as the last one?
A little smaller. Steady. Flip.
Nice.
Okay, another bit for the head. The top of the head, same size.
Okay. Coming at you.
Hang tight for 1 sec. Steady.
Nice.
Get this on center. We're gonna put some black eyeballs on it.
Okay. You got the blackout?
Yep.
Okay. Jeremiah, that is pretty hot. What up, Kay from New Zealand? Carrie, the snails are not for sale yet. Pre-orders are coming next week. We wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek into the 5 categories so you could sleep on it. Next week, we're going to be doing pre-orders
Jake, heat that up. Give it a
for an
flash.
April 19th snail reveal.
On the show on Tuesday, we'll have them in sections and you can use your code and pick the perfect snail. It's looking pretty
One more
cool.
flash.
Is this the eyes? The black cane for the eyes?
Yeah. It's a beautiful shape, this guy, when you got something heavy on the side like that. It's really nice to have the Fermi 2 shape, a wider base.
You may take one flash here if you want. Okay.
Let it fall the wrong way, flip it, and have it upright for
All the
him.
way there, right there.
Don't forget the thicker foot so it doesn't fall over.
William? Oh yeah, it's on there.
That's a Fermi too. It ain't falling anywhere.
Yeah, that shape is pretty sturdy. That foot is solid, solid, solid. That handle, it's not going to tip. It's pretty
Okay, how about
amazing.
some wings?
You're doing the wings clear?
What do you think, Jake? Clear or purple? I think clear would be pretty.
I think clear would be really pretty.
Yeah, I agree.
How big? And am I flattening them up for you, or am I just bringing it as a
No,
hot
you can
bit?
flatten them for me, yeah. Probably like thumb size, then flatten them.
Wider on the tip?
Narrower on the, well, narrower on the tip.
All right. That's a good size.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna give it a little
I'm gonna take it
taper.
all.
All right.
All right, so while they're doing that, we haven't talked about the
Just flatten
contest.
with the tag and just bring it right over. Maybe even flash it. Don't flatten it too much. Okay.
Oh, you do. All right, I know
Okay.
it's nail biting, but someone asked, what is the question? The question is, what is your favorite plant? Indoor, outdoor plant, doesn't matter. The wings look great.
Nice.
Ready?
Okay. So I'm shooting for the same size. Repeat all the steps. Bring it to him at the same heat, so he has the most opportunity to make the same exact piece.
Quickly.
Huh?
Coming.
You can tell that blue's cold. That's a lot of work on the outside there. So now it's about equalizing all those temperatures, bringing things back up to an equal all-around temperature. This piece is looking amazing, Bill.
So we're gonna need a little clear decorative tail.
Clear? How big?
Like a little tiny one, like the cheek plunge you gave me. I'm gonna just, let me just get this equalized a little bit more for a second.
Careful not to burn the bottom. Ready for it, or you want to heat?
And one flash and I'll be ready. Stay.
Nice. Yeah. Holy moly. Little stamper.
Yeah.
All right.
Bringing me a recycle one?
Sure.
Yes, please. Ooh, she's looking pretty darn cool.
Yeah.
give the camera a nice shot up close.
Yes, please. This thing's hardcore.
Well, you go, Dennis.
All right, 65th birthday for Bill. Very nice, Bill. Perps Dragon, clear and recycle. Simple and hardcore at the same time. Wow. That's a one-of-a-kinder right there. Dousing it, folks. He's dousing it. I'm gonna preheat these tongs. Not gonna use the treacherous tongs, the TTs. These guys got metal on them, they're cracking the glass. I'm gonna use the correct tongs. Beautiful break. We're gonna pull that out of the clear bucket.
It's going to be real heavy wherever you're taking it from. I don't know if you're going to get around the foot.
Got her.
Nice.
Sits perfect.
Woohoo!
Sweet.
Yeah!
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice birthday present there.
Holy moly.
That was sweet. I haven't made one of those in a long time. Whew. I'm happy to do them too. It was fun.
That was super cool. Sweet
Bravo.
piece.
We got a menagerie going on the bench, that's for sure, with all the tools over there. Better get that puppy organized before we
It's looking
get on to the
hardcore.
next one.
Look at that. That's a lot.
You don't need the flat crimps any longer,
That is
the
pretty
straight
heavy duty.
crimps,
That was
the
serious.
dragon wing crimps.
Sometimes it's like not beginner's luck, but just like you can't overthink these things. You know, the second one, if you did it again, you'd probably multiply it in different ways and it wouldn't work. That was really nice.
It
That was
turned out
super
pretty cool. I
nice.
thought it was nice.
Very nice.
Last time I made one of those was with the old friend of mine.
Look at,
Doesn't work here anymore.
those are some tiny tweezers. Carlo Dona
Yep.
brought out the fancy
Fancy.
tweezers.
I'm working on
All
the
right.
beak, whatever the dragon's nose.
Dragon snout.
Yeah.
And what's
That
up
was awesome.
next?
Bill, a lot of fun making that. It's a beautiful piece. And I
Yep.
really was happy how it sat.
Yeah, it
Sat
sat
real
real
comfy.
good.
Nice.
Real good. Happy birthday again to Bill. 65th birthday. Super cool. Glad you could experience it. I saw you had some family members watching too, which is pretty cool.
The cool thing
So,
is you can go back, Bill or anybody can go back. He had his piece custom made on the show. You can go back to any one of our, this is show 156. You can go back to show number 2 and watch the pieces we made. And literally hundreds of people have had pieces made on our shows, and they can have people over for company and be like, oh man, hold on a second, sit down, watch.
You
my
really
glass
love my
being
mug?
made right now, yeah.
Super
Pull
cool.
it up, it's pretty cool.
Super cool. So Scott's gonna add to his collection. He's got a couple of those pieces custom orders already. And we're gonna be doing Scott's up now. A couple plant pots. It's the perch and white swirled up. I'm gonna be making it and getting a little help from you. That's right.
Oh man, I thought I was all warmed up, sweating. even.
My turn. And then we got the giveaway afterwards. But Scott, I'm sure he's getting warmed up and ready to go. Let's take a look one more time over for anybody who's joined us, any brand new viewers we got. We got a brand new product release going on. These are just showing you the 5 different categories and the way that they slime across your arm.
They like burns, look.
Uh-oh, he's nibbling on it.
He's rubbing his eye on it for some
no.
reason.
Healing snail
Imagine
power.
if all of a sudden it went over my arm and then all of a sudden there wasn't anything there. Well, it didn't happen, folks. But he's
But-
a nice one. I like these guys, different colors. You've got different names for them.
Super
This
cool.
one here I really like.
Oh yeah, look at that
Look
color.
at that color.
That's part of the Mulch Natural family.
He looks like he's crawled right out from underneath the kind of partially rotted wooden step. in probably on Woodby Island somewhere, right by the water.
The cool thing about these is they've kind of got a front side and a back side, and the way you curl them, I try and pull them out so it's flat and you see the full swirl on one side, and then you turn it, and the other side is the vortex going into, and that's typically, that's a whatchamacallit.
Candy bar? That's a Canadian candy bar.
No, it's
Yes, there you go.
anatomically correct.
Oh.
That's what I wanted to say. But the other thing is, look at the eyes. We started making the eyes a little different, melting them in, rounding them out, giving them a little bend so they just split to the sides.
He's got a little tiny cheeks too. Look at him.
He's got a little mouth and he's got a little bit of a jawline. Most of them have a really nice jawline
Kind of
to
looks
them.
like he's frowning at it, like he's like the guy who's just like, whoa, whoa, it's me. Well, I like him.
So they're super cool. Those are going to be available for pre-sales next week, folks. They're $68 a piece, and
know
you
what I
can
like the
fall in
best
love with
about
whichever
'em?
one.
You know what I like the best about him, everybody? I didn't
Huh.
make one of them. Jake made them all.
Yep, they're pretty good looking, folks.
Yep.
All right, so on to Scott's piece now. I'll take one last look at, you can talk about that so
Yeah,
I'll
talk about-
remember
He's getting his
what the deal is.
brain
Talk
in
about-
order.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to talk to you guys about the question for the giveaway tonight. The question is, what is your favorite indoor plant and what makes it your favorite? We got a lot of indoor plants, guys, and I'll tell you what, if you don't have any indoor plants, you need to get some indoor plants because that brings life and oxygen and all kinds of other good mojo to your house. I'm the plant guy. I don't do
What?
anything with the plants. Michelle does them all, but I get to talk about them.
I know. I'm like, wait, how does that work?
That's the way it works.
So check it out. What's this one called?
The Hiptococcus.
Um,
I swear.
it was Scott. Scott had like 26 pictures of his plants up. They're all about this size. Look at a little baby growing. So these are from Aurora to Uncle Dennis.
Don't be messing with that like nasty one. Leave them
I
on there.
know.
Don't
But
be pruning
anyways,
it.
so the planter you guys
Ask the
are
question.
making.
What was the giveaway last week? I don't
The
remember.
feather.
Oh, the feather. We're giving that away tonight.
Yeah.
Everyone who answered the question last week, we did a whole evening on feathers. Michelle's new orders, her new pieces, her sculptural pieces are all feathers, and the whole week last week we did these during the live show, and then we did the final one after we really got all of our action going, and it was going real well, and this is the result. That thing turned out amazing, and somebody's going to win it when we do the Wheel of Names later.
Yes. And I'm not sure, Sam, will the graphics roll? Maybe. Yes.
But just remember, you guys, send the answer to what's your favorite indoor house plant to enews@glassacademy.com, and you're going to get on the list of the Wheel of Names so you can win the giveaway tonight, but you don't even know what it is yet. But I guarantee it's going to be pretty sweet.
Yep.
It's a guarantee. Now look at this, you guys. She's got a piece of pantyhose on there so that nobody sees her green thumb. It's covered up with flesh-covered pantyhose.
No, I don't think so. Do
Wouldn't
people
that-
still wear
They're
those?
called pantyhose, and didn't they used to have that like doink doink?
That was like underalls or something.
Underoos or something, or underalls?
That's like when you were 7.
I don't remember. I just remember seeing it.
Uh-huh.
The commercial. All right, well, Jake's ready over there, drinking out of his mug. Let me show it off for you. This is Jake's perfect little mug. I tend to want to hold it like this because it makes me nervous because it's about a growler, one growler full.
How many
cool
of those do you
looking.
drink a day?
Try and drink like 8.
8 of these a day.
You'd have to be hollow
Really?
to have that happen.
Just got to be June. We got to be working in the middle of June when it's hot out.
Hey, so I should ask, I don't know if Howard's watching, but we got to figure out what we're going to do with the camera, with the gimbal.
What's the matter with it?
What's wrong with it?
How will we tie an ice pack to the gimbal?
We are going to have to figure that out.
Because
I don't
gimbal
know.
doesn't move. He just...
We could
Gimbal
just get
doesn't
one
move.
of those CO2 air canisters and then just every once in a while.
spray it.
Yep, spray it. That's right, guys.
All right, here we
All
go.
the ideas.
Here we
Here's
go.
the drawing.
There's the drawing, folks. He sent me a drawing of a beautiful pot that he wanted to have made. I saw it on my computer. I've replicated it onto the floor here with the Van Gogh swirls going on. 2 handles on the side. We're gonna do a lip wrap. We kind of gave it a little bit of room for artist choice, and we talked about a little bit of transparency in it as well, so you can see the roots growing in there. I've got chives in my kitchen that I put in a mason jar with a bunch of dirt, and to see those roots start circling around the bottom and getting crazy is a pretty darn cool thing to see.
One thing I want to bring up right now is the handles. There's a way that I can bring you handles when you're ready and the piece is done and you're putting the handles on, where I take them and I bring them over and I let the handle ooze over the end of the taglia, and then I can just cut the handle and have it be like that with 2 things, and I bring it over to you hot and you go like this and you pull it up and you cut it with the diamonds and it creates your cool handle, and it's a way to put it on hot as opposed to, because it looked like the picture we saw, those handles were a little bit more coming off the piece as opposed to being a complete circle like when we made the pot of gold.
Right.
So that's a way to put those type of handles on. It's a traditional Italian way of putting them on, and I know how to prep them, so I'll just bring them to you, and then you just get your thing ready, and you bring them down just like this, and stick them right on the edge of the pot.
Okay.
Pull it up, and then
As long as that
snip.
crevice is wide enough.
I'll hold the in there.
Okay.
The in there.
All right.
Sometimes when you're blowing glass, guys, you can't figure out the word, so then all you do is make
Just
a
happened
grunting
to me
noise.
earlier.
Yeah, you just make the grunting noise. And that means just about anything you want it to be.
When you really know people well enough, or you worked with them, or you live around them enough, you don't really need words anymore.
You just
It's
need
kind of the
like
case.
signals, like
Well, that's sign language.
that means gather it up. Like this. It's our own glass blowing sign language.
I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna do 2 gathers. I wanna leave it kind of thick. We're gonna bore a hole into the bottom so that the water can go through. We thought about drilling it, but we think boring the hole will be cooler for you guys to see. We'll do it hot, and it's gonna come out a lot cleaner than having a big cut mark in the bottom of it.
So you're just gonna tungsten it at the end?
Tungsten and then ream it open a little bit. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
There's our crystal clear. Not worried about the symmetry of it too much right now because I'm going to take it over to the perch and give it a little bit of white. Give it a heat, and I'm going to double down. I'm going to double dose. Double dose this bad boy. I don't even know if that's a real thing.
Shelly's got over 100 plants in her house.
Wow.
And the largest one, she said, is like almost 30 feet tall.
What? Shelly.
Shelly.
She's hardcore.
Just messing with you. She didn't say that. I just had to add a little
Got
extra.
a palm tree in her house.
We had somebody try to give us a palm tree. At one point in time, we had a lady who was working for us who was in charge of all the plants, and we had hundreds of plants in here. And Michelle made the mistake of putting on Facebook, if anybody wants to get rid of their plants and they're too big for their house, we'll take them. And somebody showed up with a U-Haul and started delivering plants.
That's a lot of plants.
Yeah.
Get a nice zoom on this one, Uncle Dennis. This is going to be the Sweet Vortex Special.
2 schmacks. Yeah, Becky has
Some sticky tweezers.
a bunch of plants in her bedroom. Yeah, Lucy's got a ton of them in her bedroom in New York. She loves the plants.
Eat it up
Sharon
and go for a
says
little
that
more.
would be 2 shots tequila.
What would?
I don't know. She just said that. 2 smacks.
2 schmacks, 2 shots?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Jake and Michelle have been hitting that tequila kind of hard lately.
Not me.
You haven't been?
Nope.
I mixed Michelle up a nice stiff one the other day.
Couple more swirls here for Scott.
Bill, thanks. Those blast making that thing and reading these comments while Jake's doing his gig over there.
That's about as vortexuous as it could be.
Texturious?
Yes.
Is that a word?
This is pretty nice here, being able to look at the comments right here.
I know.
Carol said she's got 28 pots of gold in her house.
Well, she doesn't have the one we made the other day because that puppy's sitting over there.
That puppy is still
and it's
there.
looking good. Because there is 28 gold coins on that.
Yeah. Yep.
It's kind of a weird
Number?
synergy there.
28.
Yeah.
Well, anywho, I got the color pattern figured out. I'm
Watch
gonna
out right
start
there.
squishing this into the body, and the swirls are looking correct right now. Absolutely correct.
Looking good.
Want no texture.
What a lot of people don't understand is that different colors melt at different temperatures. So if Jake just took that and tried to blow it out without chilling the surface of the glass on the steel plate, which is a Marver, when he blew it out, it would blow through the purple well before it blows through the white, because the purple's a lot softer than the white. So Marvering it like this is shaping the glass, yes, for sure it is, but it's more importantly, it's chilling like 1/8 of an inch of the glass extremely quickly, so that when he blows the bubble in, the bubble blows out symmetrical.
The bubble is blowing in this moment. Here it blows.
Listen to it.
Whoa. Whoa. It's in there.
I heard it.
I heard it too.
It was blowing this morning when I woke up. I looked out the window and I thought the tree was coming over on the house.
The bubble? I had the
No, the
craziest.
tree.
Oh. I
Thanks
thought
for
the bubble
listening,
was blowing.
Jake. Thanks for listening. He's like, the bubble? Yes, okay.
I thought the bubble was blowing. I did have the craziest dream the other day that now I gotta focus on what I'm doing. But
What? You can tell the dream. Come on.
I'll tell it in a minute. I'm gonna eat a bench blow in a second. It was so involved I can't start. I gotta finish. I'll say it later. It was just insane.
You got a caliper, so you know what 5 inches is?
I'm eyeballing it. I do have the ruler right there though, a nice shop ruler now. All right, puff on. Good. Look at that swirlage. Depending on the thickness of it, I really left some thickness down there, so it's got some weight to it. Do you think it would be better to maybe drill it if it's real thick down there?
You still got to go bigger. That's about 3 inches right now.
Yeah.
You're going to have to blow it out more, and you're putting a foot on it. So blow the bottom out nice and thin. We don't need any extra.
I wasn't gonna put a foot on it.
Oh, if it's extra thick down there, that's fine.
Blow. Good.
That's 4 inches maybe.
Let me get the ruler out, folks. Let's take a look. For some folks, that's about 4.5.
Here.
For some folks, bigger isn't always better, so I want to make sure as I'm blowing it out, if we get it too big, I was kind of eyeballing it and like, hey, if I go a little big, it's no big deal.
Here it's 5 inches.
Thank you. But anyway. No taglia. Hold on. Okay, bleh. Good. Nice.
Looking pretty good.
It's looking really good.
You're going to just...
That's what we like to see, Bill. What are you talking about?
What do we want to see?
Real light. Good. I think that's our shape right there. We're going to flatten up the bottom.
We're just going to heat that bottom up, and I'll give it the super crunch, or are you gonna?
I think just a
have it
little
tap it?
caparoonie will be perfect. My dream was so involved, I can't get into it. I remember every bit of it. It was like 5 days ago, but at one point we were just driving in the car and it was snowing and there was some sort of like otherworldly situation going on in the sky. We were freaking out and we like looked all the way down into the far away and there were these giant trees that were like as big as a quarter of the shop in diameter going up, and they started flapping because of this snowstorm, and they were flapping left and right and like getting crazy. We were like, how is this even possible? Then they just disappeared and bent down the other way. Tap it. As if there was like one huge gust of wind. How about oh no, we don't need a Maurice because we're gonna bore a hole through it. Perfect.
Put a Maurice on it?
Nah, because we're boring a hole in it, right?
We're gonna bore a hole in it right now?
Well, what do you think? What's best?
How thin is it down there?
It's got decent thickness, but we could still get right through it.
I think we could still put a hole through it.
All right.
I think too with a plant, you can also indent that a little bit in the bottom so that the hole's up a little bit so that you've got just a little donut where the water sits in the bottom and it doesn't completely drain out maybe. But I think it's perfect the way you have it. It looks just like that. So now we're gonna tungsten it and then I'll make a crown puntai.
You guys got all that information? I hope my dream story made sense there.
Giant trees flapping in the wind.
It was crazy. They were just flapping, and then all of a sudden, it was just like the world was ending. It was wild. So here comes the old tungsten. Red hot metal, tungsten metal. Is going to bore a hole into the bottom, and then I'm going to torch it, heat it up, and widen up the hole so that it's a legitimate, nice
Stop turning.
plant hole.
Okay, got it.
Oh yeah. So there's a hole in there.
You're
now.
gonna flash it. I'm gonna hit it with a torch for a second, then you'll just tweeze into it.
Yeah, sounds good.
I think that's such a good idea.
What's that?
The swirls on that look amazing. Just doing the hole in the bottom.
You want to torch it yourself?
Yeah, I think I'm. Would you grab it? We got like a thinner piece of metal in there.
I'll get you that rake.
Yes. Yes. That's a great question, Vicky. You're gonna see that in a second.
This is where the challenge comes in. It's good to give you guys a challenge.
It was a pretty challenging evening.
I like the punning question because that tells us that our customers really understand the process.
You can pull out with it too.
They're longtime watchers of this,
There you go.
and so they understand. Wait a second, what's up with the punning?
How
Do you know what I mean? Like, how many people are watching that are new? Let's see some thumbs up, some emojis or something, so you know how many newbies are on. When you know what the punny is, that tells me you've been watching the show for a little while.
You've been around.
And we know that the punty, where we're going to stick the punny, there's a hole in the bottom of the piece. So we're not going to make a normal punny, we're going to make an abnormal punny.
Abnormal.
Right, just like young Frankenstein, Abby Normal.
What?
That was the person's name, Abby Normal. But
This is not easy, folks.
it's going to be, it's open, it's plenty big. It's going to let water out, it's going to be bigger than that.
Shout out to Brenda. Brenda's new to the show. Welcome.
What up, Brenda?
If you are watching, we do ask that you share it with your friends and family. Tell them what's going on. We are a family-owned business outside of Metro Detroit. Been doing the Gathering Point show since the pandemic. It's been 2 years now. In fact,
This is the point of gathering.
one of the videos, our first videos, came up in my feed. Remember this day 2 years ago.
I'm going to remember this day 2 years from now because of Bill's sweet dragon mug. All right, you ready for a puntai?
I'm ready. So Chris is gonna bring, you're gonna see, this is the different point Different punty, a little bit abnormal. We need to have something that's going to connect all the way around. Something that's not pointed and is going to go inside the hole. It's got to be a ring that'll touch all the way on the outside of the hole and still be gentle enough to get off.
Called a crown punny.
Yeah, exactly. I was just going to say, Michelle said it though. It's called a crown punny, you guys. You're going to see why it's called a crown punny. Watch.
And we got another newbie. I believe it's Sharina, but I'm not 100% sure. Welcome to the show. Every Tuesday night at 6 o'clock, we do live glass blowing shows to let your friends and family know.
Can I have that, Jake? I got to sit down there.
Every week we do something different. That was the Dragon Mug was a custom order. You can place custom orders. If there are no custom orders, we make some of our products that we sell on our website. So glassacademy.com is the website. That's where you're going to find all our products.
I don't think we talked about
So that's
our
why-
subscriber channel yet either.
That's why it looks like
Right.
a crown, guys. It looks like a crown, and then look at it, it's open on the end. So that's gonna not clog up the hole that Jake's got in there for the plant.
Wait a second. You cannot get on Uncle Dennis getting the camera too close when you just take that punny and almost like put it through the lens.
I don't know. I don't know anything about that move. Perfect.
All right, William says the brain Igor found in Mel Brooks' Young Frankenstein. It was the brain of Abby Normal.
It was the what?
The brain of Abby Normal.
The grain?
Brain.
Oh, the brain, yeah. That's what they thought her name was, Abby Normal, but it was really an abnormal brain. I love it. And that's why I always tell Jake to walk this way, you guys.
He doesn't understand.
That was from Young Frankenstein, too.
I don't know anything about that.
He's got to watch that show. Can't just be watching all the other stuff he watches.
Oh, speaking of which, all right, Bad Vegan was the one. What was the other one we're watching? Reclaiming Anna. What is that called?
Reinventing.
Reinventing Anna. I don't know how many people are watching that.
You folding the slip?
So it's nice and solid.
It's better to fold it outwards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Why?
It's stronger and thicker.
You can fold it inwards. I think it depends on the color pattern.
You got the height. Just go straight up with it. Flare it a little, then go on the inside and neck it now. All right. Inside, straighten it out a little bit. And then you heat it up again and push that thing down.
It is, the color is making it a little bit funky.
Try to heat just the tip so the shoulder's not hot. I'd go on the inside first and just open it up a hair, then go right on the back of the jacks on the outside and press that down. Perfect. Push it right in there all the way, push it all the way flat, and then go back now bring it back open. There you go.
There we are. Nice. Yeah.
Love the smell of burning wood, guys. It's a wonder that glass blowers love sitting around fires and being in a sauna and
Yep.
walking on hot coals and all that other good stuff.
Love that. Love that a lot. Oh yeah.
So you see all those colors in there. That's what the Marber helps out a lot with, you guys, those colors. Those colors, all those Van Gogh swirls make it really, really, really loose because it's soft. It's softer than just crystal.
That's our shape right there.
Looks great. What color are the handles going to be?
The handles are gonna be, I think clear would look beautiful.
All right.
That's what I'm thinking.
So I'll start them up.
Yeah. Give it a little more flare. Then I'm gonna hold it next to you, Uncle Dennis, over here. We'll take a look at the picture. See that next to the picture. I'll take a flash. We can do another one.
Can I use the bench, Jake?
Yep, go ahead. That's about the shape right there. Now we got to put the handles on there. That's what we got Chris shaping up over here out of clear. It's going for some special handle application I've never done before. Scott says clear is perfect. That's what I like to see. Maybe torch the tips. Got to be real careful when I'm standing here, remembering that the fan's on.
Yep.
Plants are gonna look real good in this thing. That's all I know.
You ready?
It's the one. Let's do it. Other way. Turn. Turn.
You turn.
Yeah, there we go.
That way?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Overheated. Want me to start the other one up?
Yeah. Went on really clean. Now I'm just fixing up that cut mark where I cut it off, but the connection onto the piece is super tight. First time I've done one like that, and it went on pretty darn good. One more flash.
Can I sit here for a second?
Yeah, I gotta get in there for 1 sec, but
In here?
I'll do it on the outside. Go ahead. Yeah. Take one more flash.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Got enough room with the door?
I'm good. I'm good. Just barely squeezing in there.
Nice. GA stamp?
Yeah. Shouts out Norman. See you over there on the YT. Nice and smoothed out. Just went on like butter.
Looks just like the picture.
Looking good.
Is there?
I think this one needs to be gloved away, eh?
Yeah, probably. Let's take a look at it next to the picture here, Uncle Dennis.
Oh yeah.
That's it right there.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Don't try to get the water right down in the crack. Just get it on the crown punny itself.
Okay.
It'll come off.
Yeah, it's not on there too strong. I think it'll come off perfect. Here we go.
Gonna torch it a little just to get that off of there.
Oh, I'll torch it. Woo! Beautiful. Hardly anything on here.
You're gonna get the door for me?
I'll get the door. Nice.
Right. Very nice.
Super cool, yeah.
That is a sweet, beautiful memorial piece.
That
That's
is
what it
pretty
is.
darn cool for
Really
Scott.
Nice. Yeah, Scott, that thing turned out great. I love it. Love making pieces that make people happy.
Yeah, that's big
Create
time.
good memories.
Anything that's got a story to it, any kind of history, any kind of extra meaning is super cool. A birthday piece and a memorial piece.
So we got two things. Uncle Dennis, can you pan over the table for a second? We want to give a shout out to Gabby. It's her last live show.
That's right. There she is. She's
There
moving
she
on
is.
to an amazing new frontier, you guys. She got
She
an
got a-
amazing job in her field, but I'm not going to tell everybody what it is. You're welcome, but she's excited and she's moving on to doing what she loves to do. So
Super cool.
it's awesome. We're going to miss her, but we know that she's going to keep coming back here all the time, hanging out with us.
Double thumbs up, folks. And take a look at this. Uncle Dennis is going to show off what Elise is working on. Some
Getting
pretty
ready for the
sweet
snail party.
coloring action. Very cool.
Okay, so next up is Wheel of Names.
Wheel of
Sam,
Names?
Hit it.
Wheel of Names. Let's spin it.
Hit it, spin it.
All right, folks. Now this is a pretty sweet piece, one hell of a piece for the giveaway, I would say, because these aren't even for sale, actually, anywhere else, right?
Yeah, they're for sale in the gallery, but not online.
Yeah,
There's
next
no
week
prices
they'll be-
on them. We don't know what the deal is. So before they're even for sale to the general public or amazing customers of ours, someone is winning this piece. And we did the Wheel of Names. You saw the old special on the screen. You know how that works. Everyone who enters by sending us an email and answering the e-news question last week is entered to win. And we randomly do this Wheel of Names, and you pick your nose with the giveaway piece, and then we give it away.
It didn't go in my nose, everybody. Don't worry.
Someone's gonna get it for free, and I got this name a few minutes
So,
ago.
yeah, so we do the Wheel of Names prior so that there's not a winner twice in a row or it gets awkward or weird. So we pull the name and we check the contest list to make sure they haven't won in the last one. Gabby pulled it and was like, why is this name so familiar? And it's familiar because
Special bonus action to the man that just got the pot made. Scott is winning the feather.
Wow.
That's pretty hardcore.
That's weird because that's happened a few different times where people have had custom things made and then they won
Yeah.
the giveaway item. So it is all
Extra
about the
mojo.
energy, guys.
Well, I mean, the reality is we get what is it, usually like 120s the average, so
Yeah.
1 out of 120 is better than the 50-50 odd at the Wings game for sure. So
Especially when there's a
eventually,
billion numbers.
yeah, eventually you're gonna win one, folks.
Yeah,
so
and
enter
we
in the giveaway.
check the names, so if someone won, they can't win again.
Exactly.
Within the last 6 months, we decided.
Is that what
So,
it is?
congratulations to
Yeah.
Scott, folks. Send him some love in the chat. He's got a couple sweet pieces. We're gonna make the second one of his pots that he ordered tomorrow, and on Thursday, everything will be shipped out to him.
So you got 10 minutes.
There's the
for
giveaway question for
tonight's
today.
giveaway.
We got more than 10 minutes.
That's the question for this piece that
Wow.
Chris is about to make in 10 minutes.
We usually like to
Because-
wrap it up a little, you know.
I do have boxing later. We can't be doing 3-hour shows.
I'm not doing anything huge. I can do it in 10 minutes. I'm just trying to think about what we're going to make.
You had 2 hours to think about what you're gonna
Oh boy.
make. Let's get the bus.
You could hop on, Mom. I'll add one more tool to the bench here, folks. We'll get it looking real good. I'll make sure we got enough pipes up, though, for whatever Chris ends up making here. The old shuck of the pipe. Check this out, Uncle Dennis. This is pretty cool. First of all, that's our deep blue. That was the punty from 2 pieces ago. It's completely been soaking in water. It hasn't fallen off the pipe yet, but there's a million cracks in it. So let me step in front of you and I'll do it over the water bowl here. But take a good look at this as I pop it off. It's gonna break into a million different pieces and just fall off the pipe.
All right, I
Look
know
at all
what
those
I'm
little
making.
shards. And that's a fresh pipe, folks. I'm gonna put that one up to heat up. Pretty darn cool. There's a lot of cool things that happen with water and with glass. You got it figured out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since we're big into the plants today, I'm going to make a flower.
Ooh.
Careful, Dennis. You're right by the heat.
That's right, folks. I think
Here from
Uncle
that
Dennis was
side,
showing
coming in
off
with
the
heat behind it,
flags.
it'll glow. There you go. Now you can get them.
Made in the USA, baby.
Flag's the pimp one. Look at it.
Look at that thing, all frilled out and fancy. You got the Canadian flag. We
And
got
look
the
at-
flag of Connecticut.
It's swinging in the
British.
wind.
It is blowing in the wind. Pretty darn
They
good.
all are.
Yeah, we got to get more flags, folks. So if you're watching from somewhere else, whoever's watching from the Isle of Man, and whoever else is watching from wherever you're watching from, was this one New Zealand?
I think it's Australia.
Australia. Oh yeah, Pammy. Yes. Wherever you guys are watching from, send us some flags. We want to get this thing pimped out. We know you're watching from all over the world, so send it along. Chris is making a flower. Let's see what happens.
This is a cool technique, Jake. I don't even know if you know
I don't know.
this technique.
That's exactly true. Sam, was that you? Scott's mom was spinning that wheel of names? Or maybe Michelle said that. Very cool. Very, very cool. So it looks like he's got a little color on there that looks like adventurine green. Put
So
another
the
green
trick
on there.
about these pieces is you need to work them backwards. So
Whoa.
you're adding the color in from the inside out because I'm going to open it up and expose the interior.
Ah, you're gonna gather over it?
Nope.
Okay. Let's see.
So now the back of my piece is white. The back of the flower.
Right. I
Pretty
mean,
cool
white.
process. I'm gonna need one of the paddles sat on the marver, Jake.
Ah, it's on a blowpipe. I thought it was on a solid pipe for some reason. Yeah, I guess Michelle had nothing for Command Central today. No Command Central action.
I might need you to cap this for me, Jake.
Yep. So I'm capping it so he can push in and get a little more back pressure on this as he tweezes it open. So this is almost like a shot glass, but on a blowpipe instead of a solid pipe right now. It's pretty interesting.
Where it all goes down, folks.
Snipping 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Extra one. Cool. All right, all right. Big shouts out to Uncle Dennis again, folks. Let us see it in the chat. Working the camera, doing a great job. Does look like a shot glass, Sharon. Your beautiful shot glass collection. Look at this move. He's using centripetal force, spun it out. Wow. Now he's necking it down. That's got the Adventurine green in it, so that's going to be sparkling like that nest bowl I made a few shows back.
Yep. Might be able to do 2 of these.
What's the knockoff? How does the knockoff work?
You're gonna see, it's pretty cool. That's all bright green in there, so it's gonna pop real green. You go take me a little clear gather, Jake.
Yep.
Probably like pinky size, not too big.
Color looks like this might be the stem here. Flower power. Lots of love for Uncle Dennis coming in. Looking good. All right, here we go. So it looks like the pipe went right through. He put that through the flower and he's pulling it out now off of the pipe. Pretty cool move for a little pupil in there, whatever it's called. Now he's really working it. Very cool.
Luckily we got a little extra time because I could do another one real quick. Or not.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, this one's beautiful. I love it. And what we'll do is we'll glue one of those high power magnets on the back of it.
Oh, yeah.
But you see how the ball, the iridescent ball, comes through the center?
Yeah. That color's hardcore.
So I haven't made one of those in probably 20 years, but if we got into making those, the production, it'd be really nice because you could do them when you got really leave that hole a little bit bigger,
Sure.
you know, and then it comes through a little bit more.
It's a cool piece. Here comes the iridescence. What do you got that's reducing on there? Some gold?
The nose.
Oh.
All right, so it's now nice and gold in the center.
Yeah. Blinging.
All right, now we're going into the annealer, which I don't even need to knock it off. I can knock it off right in there.
Because we're going to grind it and we'll put a magnet on it. That's a nice full annealer right there.
That dragon was looking right at me when I went in there. All right, guys. Well, that's a wrap. I'm talking. That was a nice show. Had a beautiful piece for Bob, that dragon mug, and we had an amazing planter. That was for Scott,
Bill and Scott.
and I can't believe Scott won the feather.
I know.
That's awesome.
It's ridiculous. Let's take one more look over here. We got the giveaway question. We'll show them. We want to show them the snails. One quick pan through the snails one more time. Get you guys thinking about one of those 5 or multiple of those 5 different categories that you may be interested in for next week's pre-orders. And a big happy birthday to Bill once again. Scott, I think that was a beautiful piece and ironic that you won the giveaway at the same time. Folks, you know that Thursday is the annealer reveal. Everything we got in there is going to be out and available Thursday. We'll do the annealer reveal, then we'll hand it off to shipping. Robin, the amazing Glass Academy addict, will be handling all the shipping for us and
That's
sending
really
it out
funny.
on Thursday.
Do you know, as an addict, you could get a job here? And I will say, with Gabby leaving, you know we have an open position. So if
Yep.
you know of someone, we're probably going to find someone that's a friend of all of you, because
That's how
the
it
job
works, word of
sources
mouth.
just don't even work. They know what it is. You guys know what it is. If you know someone who's good in retail,
Yep, we
So,
are hiring. Let us
it's
know.
a shift. That would be
Holler at us.
super fun.
Check this out over here, a little sneak peek at the end of the show of something Chris has got going on.
It's still alive. Are you going to frax it in the garage and save it?
Yeah, just let it get on center. It's the longest blowpipe in the world.
Yeah, and if we pay Guinness Book of World Records $15,000, they'll put us in their book.
Whoa.
All right, folks. Have a beautiful evening. That was show 156. We're going to be catching you Thursday. We'll be catching you Sunday for the experimental show. Things are moving along. Big shout out to everyone, all the amazing staff around here that makes it happen. And we will be seeing you all in a couple days. Have a beautiful midweek roll. All right.